Today I'm going to share money mistakes that cost me thousands of dollars, and by stopping them, I'm now saving thousands of dollars. Hi, my name is Kimberly. Welcome back, and if you're new here, this is Faith and Feathers. So let's get started. Money mistake number 1, carrying debt. The trap of carrying debt on loans and credit cards can drain your money. Before long, paying your bills and meeting those minimum payments keeps you stretched for every dollar and quickly living paycheck to paycheck, not to mention all the extra money and interest you are paying. If you have debt, make it your first priority to pay it off and then live within your means. If you can't afford to pay cash for something, then don't buy it. I use my credit card to pay for everything in order to get the cash back perks. But I pay off the balance every month. So to me, basically, that is like paying cash and like making free money. So if you have debt of any kind, make that your number 1 priority to pay it off. And that includes your mortgage. Pay more than the minimum payment every month in order to pay down the balance and reduce the interest that you are paying. Money mistake number 2, buying the latest technology. Are you trapped in a 2-year contract with an expensive cell phone carrier and upgrading to the latest and greatest phone every year or two? I made that mistake years ago, and it cost me. There are many cell carriers now that no longer lock you into a contract and are way less expensive. The carrier I'm with has plans as low as $30 a month. I know there are plans even lower than that, but they weren't available to me in my area. Do a search on the cheapest cell service and see which ones are in your area and which ones suit your needs. Also, my current phone is over 6 years old and it works just fine. I'm even using it right now to record this video. Also, I don't have any other expensive technology like the Amazon Echo or an iPad or a Kindle or any other unnecessary device. I do enjoy my Fitbit, but this was a gift. Money mistake number 3, paying for cable television and streaming services. When I canceled my cable television, I didn't even miss it. In fact, I realized that I never actually really watched anything. I tended to do a bunch of channel surfing if I had 10 minutes to sit down. Well, I do have an Amazon Prime account, but not just for movies that I do like to watch sometimes, but also for the other membership perks that I use. Speaking of movies, money mistake number 4, spending money going to the movies and on other entertainment. The average price of a movie ticket in America is about $10.50. So if you're going to get popcorn and candy and a drink for a party of 2, that's well over $40 for a 2-hour movie. There are many free movies on YouTube and other free apps like Tubi, Freevee, Pluto TV, and even others. Also, if we go back to cell phones for a moment, many plans include free movie channels like Netflix, and I get HBO Max with my cell plan. And if you have a DVD player, get reacquainted with your library. You can check out movies there. While we're talking about entertainment, look for other free options that will get you out of the house but cost nothing. Visit parks, go for a hike, tour a museum, take a bike ride and have a picnic, or invite friends and family over for game night. Entertainment does not have to cost much. Also, look at your local community resources. Many towns have free festivals and movie or music nights. If you are enjoying this video, please like and subscribe. It will really help my channel grow. Money mistake number 5. Wasting money on household products. I no longer buy laundry detergent. I make my own for a fraction of the price, and it is not loaded with strong chemicals and perfumes. There are many videos out there which shows you how to make your own laundry detergent, but if you would like me to do a video on how I do it, put a comment below. Also, I don't buy dryer sheets anymore. Years ago, I purchased the felt dryer balls. They are so cost effective. Again, they're free of chemicals and they help your clothes dry faster and wrinkle free. But I only dry my clothes for about 7 to 10 minutes and then I hang them to finish drying. In the summer, I regularly hang my clothes outside to dry. Also, I stopped buying overpriced cleaning products. I make one cleaning potion, which cleans everything from my toilets to my glass stovetop to my stainless steel appliances and literally every surface in between. It's a simple formula of baking soda, dish soap, and you can either use white vinegar or peroxide. And while we're on the subject of toilets, during the lockdown years ago in my area, toilet paper was completely sold out. You just couldn't buy it. So at that time, I bought a bidet attachment for my toilet, and it really has wound up being a real savings for the amount of toilet paper that we use. Not only do we use less, but it gives a much cleaner and fresher feeling, if you know what I'm saying. I also stopped buying toothpaste, which again is loaded with chemicals and fluoride, and now I only brush my teeth with baking soda. Another thing I stopped wasting money on is beauty products like lotions, potions, and perfumes. I use plain old unscented ivory soap in the shower and to wash my face, and I use tallow or coconut oil as a body moisturizer. I have one bottle of perfume that was a gift from Mr. Faith and Feathers, and I only use that for special occasions. Money mistake number 6. I didn't used to periodically shop my auto and home insurance for a better deal. Listen, companies change their premiums over time. While you may have signed up with the best deal at the time years ago, that may not be the case now. I just saved hundreds of dollars by changing my auto and home insurance and getting the exact same coverage. So if you have been with the same company for years, you really need to start getting quotes and start saving money today. Money mistake number 7. I didn't used to track my spending. I literally had no idea where my money was going. When I began tracking every penny that I spent, it was easy to see where I could get creative to cut corners and where I was impulse buying and spending money on things that I really didn't need. Now, if the thought of tracking your spending sounds tedious, it is. Or it can be if you're not in the habit of it. But you really only have to do it for about 3 months to give you a good picture of what your spending is and see, are you living within your means, and if not, where you can make some adjustments to save. Then you can make those corrections from what you've learned. However, I track my spending year-round. It really helps me stay motivated and on track. And I think you'll find that once you do start tracking your spending, you're not only going to find that it does become easy, but also enjoyable, because seeing where you're saving and making those small changes to watch your money grow is great, and you're not going to want to stop. Money mistake number 8, spending too much money on fast food and restaurants. So this is obvious, right? we all know the cost of eating out is way more expensive than eating at home. And when you start tracking your spending, you'll realize just how much money you are spending eating out and running through the drive-thru. With a little pre-planning, it's easy to save money and eat healthy meals of whole foods at home. Listen, I work full-time. I take care of my home. I tend to my chickens. I plan, record, edit, and upload these YouTube videos. I spend time with my family and church. I still find time to plan, shop, and cook every meal. I know what it's like to be very, very busy and how tempting it is to just run into a restaurant or grab a quick carryout. But the trick is you must be organized. I plan each meal each week so that I know what I'm making in advance. Then I use my grocery store's app on my phone to order my groceries and then drive in and pick them up on my way home after work. Using the app saves me time and money by buying only exactly what I need, and it keeps me out of the grocery store impulse buying while I'm wandering up and down the grocery aisles. Most grocery stores offer this free pickup service. Usually you just need to have a minimum purchase of about $35. Now, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I eat mostly a carnivore diet. One of the first things people say to me when I explain my diet, after they tell me how crazy it sounds, is they say, well, but meat is so expensive. I could never afford to eat that way. Listen, I'm going to do a whole separate video on how much money I spend eating an animal-based diet, and I think you're going to be surprised. So stay tuned for that. But at the very least, cutting out snacks, soda, pre-packaged processed foods, and sugar, and moving more in the direction of eating nutrient-dense whole foods will not only save you money in the long run, but improve your health. When I changed my diet, I was able to reverse my high blood pressure and come off the medication I had been on for 15 years. This alone has saved me hundreds of dollars, each year not going to the doctor as often as I would have been, and also not taking the costly medication. Money mistake number 9, spending too much money on Christmas. According to the National Retail Federation, the average American spends just under $1,000 on Christmas every year. Our family stopped exchanging Christmas gifts. Sometimes we give one small thing like a gift card or a bottle of wine, but for the most part, our Christmas now is focused on spending quality time with each other and not overspending. Me and Mr. Faith and Feathers prefer experiences over gifts, so we like to put our money toward a trip or a special evening out. Money mistake number 10, spending too much money on clothes. I used to get caught up buying new clothes every year to keep up with the trends, and I felt like I needed and wanted a full wardrobe and accessories to match, believing that I had to look just so in order to feel good. But for what? The endless advertising messages and Pinterest scrolling would suck me in, and before I knew it, I was putting things in the shopping cart and ordering online. This is where tracking my spending also showed me how much money I was wasting. I had way more clothes than I needed, and yet I would still stare into my closet and say, I don't have anything to wear. When my mindset shifted to simple living, that all changed. Now, I save hundreds of dollars every year buying my clothes at thrift stores. I buy clothes for a fraction of the price, and I only buy what I really need. I will still buy new quality shoes and boots for the comfort and the years that they will last. But any new clothes that I buy, typically nowadays, are off the clearance section of Walmart or from a thrift store. There you have it. Those are my 10 money mistakes that I used to make. What changes in spending have you made that has saved you money? Put them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you'd like to see how I furnished my home for almost free, I will add the link down below in the description. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.